is my first time live streaming, so what is going on? Actually, hold on. Let me know if the connection is a little bit better. I'm trying to figure out how to make the chat stay on the screen. Okay. It kind of just like disappears. Anyway, I'm just waiting for a few people to join us. So guys, I did make a list of questions that most people have asked me. So that's what I'm going to be going off of. If you guys have any questions, feel free to throw them in the chat, and then I will address them as I can. All right. So right now we got like 18 people in the chat. If you guys are in here, go ahead and give it a like up, a thumbs up. Now we'll do my best to answer. But again, this is my first time. I'm new to this, so bear with me. I'm gonna get started in like 2 minutes probably. Let's see. Conquering King, he said too early, but I got questions for you. Are you sure you're going to be? Not sure I'm going to be. I'm ready for questions from everybody. Like I'm pretty open. I'm also pretty honest, so we'll see how that goes. I got somebody in here who speaks Spanish. I believe. Thanks for joining. Tim Johnson, I'm questions that like are the most important to me. Someone's always gonna keep right there, crying, being a nuisance. Hi, Cool Jen. Hi, Michelle and Little Scrappy said, "What's for dinner?" I just had some like charcuterie that I made on my own. So I got like some lunch meat from Publix. I got um some pretzels, and I got like some hummus and guacamole. That's my charcuterie. So that's not happening. Slash everything. Thanks for the stuff. Hi, 40 Boom. I'm doing good. Hi, Grandma Daisy. All right. Anyway, so I want to go ahead and get started, y'all, because I'm sure everyone here probably have some questions. But again, I'm gonna try my best to answer as many questions as I can. But I'm gonna go basically off a list that I created. And then once I'm done going over my list, I will check through the chat and see if there's anything that sticks out. And of course, if I miss your question, please don't get mad at me. Just feel free to leave a comment, or you can also connect with me on my other social media, DM me, and I'll try and get back to you when I can. So, Nifty, Thrifty, Lit. This list has 10 questions on it that I see in the comment section over and over and over again. So I really just want to address these questions so that moving forward, the content I create, I don't have to necessarily focus so much on answering those questions again. So the first question that I normally always get is, are you homeless due to circumstances, or did you choose this lifestyle? So I will answer that question. I am homeless because I chose this lifestyle. So I understand that there are a lot of people out there who maybe have hit hard times, um, maybe got evicted or lost their job, or for whatever reason became homeless and ended up having to live in their car. So I completely get that. And I'm not trying to disrespect any of those people when I say that this is a choice for me. I say, get down. I say that it's a choice because I actually broke my lease. So I did have an apartment. I did have a full 12-month lease. I got about halfway paid for it necessarily. It was that I didn't my goals, like my savings goals. I couldn't even go on like some of the trips that I've been planning going on. And for those of you who don't know, I am 28 years old. So for me, doing the things that I want to do and achieving my goals is very important to me. It's not like I'm just fresh 21 and I'm out here like just learning to drink. Like I've kind of been living in apartments, working jobs, doing this for a while. So it was definitely a choice that I made to leave my apartment. And then at the time, I was also getting really into minimalism, which helped me to decide to move into my car. So again, for anyone who's wondering if I'm homeless by choice or by circumstance, it is a choice, a decision that I made. I'm gonna keep going. Number two, how do you shower or how do you shit? Yes, I get it. I get it. A lot of people are concerned about my bowel movements and my BO. But let me tell you, it's not as big of a concern as you imagine. So, I have a gym membership with Planet Fitness. I can shower there whenever I want. Most people have their gym membership because they want to work out. I don't really work out. I probably really need to at some point, but I don't work out. I have my gym membership, my gym membership solely because when I need to take a shower, can go to the gym. It's a 24/7 gym, so it's really not that big of an issue. And then to top it off, I have friends, so it's really not that hard if you're visiting a friend to say, hey, can I take a shower? Sure, go ahead, especially if they follow my lifestyle and know that I live in my car. Most people are pretty open to let you take a shower. So it's not really an issue of, oh man, I had to go days or weeks and I couldn't find anywhere to shower. Like, if you want to shower, you can find a shower. You can even go to like truck stop. Um, I've heard a lot of people mention that to me. Like, go to truck stop and they have like showers that you can rent for like $15 or something like that. So that's what I do. And obviously, it makes sense to take advantage of that time to use the bathroom. So that's typically what I do. Now I know, people have emergencies. I get it. We've all had emergencies. So if I'm sleeping in my car at night, and for whatever reason I have an emergency and I just can't wait, I will just pee in a cup. That simple. Guys, luckily you can just hop out of the car and pee outside. I can't really do that. So like if I can't hold it, I'm just gonna pee in a cup, and then I will dispose of that accordingly. If that means I have to like wait a couple hours to the coast is clear to get out of my car and go dispose of it, I will. But it's not like I'm just gonna piss myself out or piss all over the car. Like, come on, you do what you gotta do. Issues and people realize. Once you're living in the car, it's like I kind of adjust my bathroom schedule to what is suitable for me. When you live in a house, you can kind of use the bathroom whenever you feel like it, whenever you want. My body's pretty trained to be like, okay, let me go to the bathroom when I'm near the bathroom. So yeah. I don't know if you guys can hear Toffee crying. She wants food, but she's not getting any food. And this is against her schedule right now because usually she eats dinner right now. But she was eating hella like turkey lunch meat that I got from Publix. So I'm like, no, you're not about to eat that. You can wait a little bit. And so she's just being annoying. And she probably wants to go outside. But I was like, I want you to be on my video, and now I'm regretting it. Toffee, quit. Stop crying. Stop crying. Okay, so question number 3. Where do you park or where do you sleep? This one, honestly, arguably, is my favorite question. And reason being is because I think there are truly no rules when it comes to living in your car. So many people are like, oh, well, park at a rest stop, or park at a Walmart, or park at, some open parking deck or something. I'm like, I understand 100% that can work for a lot of people, but it's very odd to me that I haven't seen more people recommending the obvious, which is what I do, which is park at a friend's house. Why would I go park in a random parking lot and risk the cops being called on me? Because I've been seeing that on YouTube lately. People like that going viral where people live in their car, the cops getting called on them, getting arrested, whatever. I don't have time for that. And I also would feel way more comfortable in an environment where somebody's looking out for me than I would in a random parking lot. So I will admit that I am blessed. I do have friends and family who have property that I can pull my car up on and park. I can pull into the driveway and park if necessary. That is my number one go-to. Now, when I'm traveling, of course, I would have to utilize other places to park. But on a regular basis, I'm going to minimize the amount of time that I'm spending in unknown areas. So for whatever reason, I've had people kind of like try me a little like, oh, you don't really live in your car because you're in the driveway. And I'm like, at the end of the day, I don't pay rent. I don't own this home. I don't pay bills here. I don't contribute for the most part, other than what I was contributing before I moved into the car, which would have been friendship, you know. So if you have close friends, especially if they live in a house, I would recommend ask them. Even if it's a rent that you're paying, even if you're like, hey, can I park on your property and I'll pay you once a month parking fees? That's gonna be way cheaper, way safer than you parking somewhere random or paying rent for somewhere that you're not gonna be. So I hope I explained that pretty good because I get a lot of people who are like, wait, but where are you parked at? I'm like, I park where I feel safe and I keep people around me who know where I'm at and are aware of my movement. And I found just personally that I'm kind of comfortable just parking in somebody's driveway, especially if I'm like, hey, emergency, gotta use the bathroom, or hey, emergency, I need to fill my water. Hey, let my cat out because she's been in my car all day. You know what I'm saying? So just with the lifestyle that I live, that suits me so much better. If I didn't have my cat, I might be, moving around a little bit more. But because I have my cat, I try to stay somewhere where she can get her needs met, I can have my needs met, and also feel safe to create and live the lifestyle that I live while I'm stacking my money. Yeah. Moving on. Question number 4 is addressing my cat's needs. Does your cat smell bad? Does your car smell bad? So I get that question a lot, and I'm truly, truly not offended. I can completely understand why somebody would be like, I don't know if that's going to work, sis. Like I get it. Especially because before, about a year ago, I was living in my car, but I also had my pit bull in the car with me. And it was so stressful, y'all. Like, I get when people are like, oh, just get you a dog to replace your cat. First of all, I'm not replacing my cat. And then number 2, I don't have the type of vehicle that's suitable to have big animals. So literally my cat, I would say, is probably the biggest animal that I would have in this vehicle. Not a hydro. With that being said, I have taken a lot of measures to make sure that my car does not smell like a cat. Um, the first thing that I've done is I trained my cat to be an outdoor cat. She really does spend probably 60, 70% of her time outside of the vehicle. And it's kind of funny to watch her because she'll go like dig a hole and shit in it and like cover it up. Like she's such a lady. It's so great. So she really just prefers to use it outside and be outside. Now when we're in the car is usually like when I'm traveling or when we're sleeping. So at night I like to bring her into the car with me just to keep her safe and cuddle up with her and keep her warm at night. So, excuse me. That's mainly what the litter box is for. It's for emergencies for her. Just kind of like how I'll pee in a cup if I have to. She'll use the litter box if she has to type shit. So I'm not going to keep her locked in the car and she has no way to relieve herself. But at the same time, if she does, what I do is I immediately dispose of it. So I have baking soda. I have plenty of air freshener and cleaning stuff, wipes and stuff in the front of my car, and I have a lot of plastic bags so that in the middle of the night, if she decides, oh, I need to pee really quick, I can just clean that up, throw it outside my window if necessary. It's not the best solution, but it's worked for me and my cat. So yeah. But in regards to my car smelling like cat, I have asked other friends because I know. One person got in my comments and was like, "You probably don't even know you smell like cat because you've been smelling like cat for so long." I was like, "Excuse me, like I get out of the vehicle, like I go do other things." But I did ask a couple of my friends. I was like, "Hey, just quick question: does my car smell like cat?" And no, 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 no. So I haven't had any bad responses from that. But I will say, when I had a dog, I did have someone tell me that I smell like a dog, and that shredded my heart to pieces. I was like, oh my god, I can't live like this. Like some people can't. I can't smell like a dog. So I'm happy I don't smell like a cat. I heard my hygiene's pretty good. No one's complaining about it yet. So we'll just, leave it at that. But for all you guys wondering about the cat situation, trust me, there are people living in vans with 3 or 4 cats. You got to see their videos on YouTube. Check them out. I'm not the one. I'm going to take a break here because that was question number 4. I only got 10. I'm trying to figure out this chat situation. Again, for all you newbies in here watching, this is my first time doing a live stream, so I really don't even know. Like, the chat is just, like, moving. So, if there's anything that pops out that I know is not on my list, I'll say something, but most of the questions are usually Toffee, come here. She just keeps crying, 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 crying for attention. All right, question number. Oh my God, this is so funny. On my list of questions, I did 1 through 10, and I literally skipped from number 4 to number 6. So I think I only have 9 questions technically. Question number 5/6. How do you make money? Well, guys, I'll tell you. I have a job. It's that simple. I have a job. And I'm not trying to be a dirtbag or anything, because I know people work different jobs or whatever. But probably the last video you saw where like I was working on my computer, I have a 9 to 5 job. I'm a computer analyst, and this is actually a job that I've been working for like several years now. I haven't even been working for this company alone for like a long time. I just got kind of lucky when COVID hit that we were, well, my team was already working from home, but a lot of other departments and teams got sent home during that time. So everybody was kind of working from home, and then I just kind of decided to get rid of my apartment. I don't necessarily know if my job approves of it or not, but I also don't necessarily care because this is the lifestyle that I've chosen for myself. But yeah, I work on the computer. I work a typical 9 to 5 schedule, and that's how I afford to pay for my car and pay for my bills. And that's another reason why I left my apartment. I was like, I want to stack up this money that I'm making, working a 9 to 5, live in my car, stack that money up, and do some traveling. Next year I'm turning 29. I want to go international. Like I have big plans, and it's just not really possible paying rent, at least for me. So if it is for you, I applaud you. I don't think this lifestyle is necessarily for everybody, but I think that for people who think they have to go like the typical route and it's not working for you, maybe it's reasonable to consider other options. So that's just where I'm coming from. I don't mean to make people feel like I'm um, asking for help or asking for charity or asking for money or donations. I'm really not asking anything. I just feel so blessed that I can sit here and share my experience with you guys. If people want to help me or contribute to me, that's great. I'm not going to turn nobody away, but my point is that this is definitely 100% my choice, and I'm actually financially better off for making this choice. Okay, y'all. Number 7 says, do you have friends or do you date? Um, I have a life, y'all. I had a life before I lived in my car, and I have a life living in the car. I have some very, very close friends. I do keep my circle quite small, quite small. But if you see somebody pop up in one of my videos or something, just know, like, it's fam, you know? But, yeah, I mean, I have friends. I socialize. I go out. I go on trips. I date, but To be 100% honest with you guys, like I've really just been talking to like one person, and I don't know if it's my sign or what, because I'm in Taurus. It's like I get comfortable very easily. So even though I definitely consider myself single, and dating, like I barely give people the time of day. I think because a lot of times people just don't come correct. Like I don't want to live with you. Like, I don't know you. You know? So I'm like, if you're coming at me like, oh, you need a man, let me fix your situation, you can move in with me, that's not really going to attract me. So, in regards to the type of people that I'm attracted to, like, they're far and few between that I actually meet them. Um, Especially in regards to this lifestyle, like, someone's like, oh, how do guys take it when you tell them that you're homeless or you tell them that you live in your car? And honestly, most people are like, oh, I poor you. I feel so bad for you. Some people are like, you need Jesus, you need God. Some people are like, you just need a man straight up. And please, mama, please stop crying. Yeah, I just don't really appreciate the assumption that something's wrong with me because I choose an alternative lifestyle. So in the dating realm, yes, I'm open to it. Is it a priority right now? Absolutely not. Like I have a bunch of other things I'm working on, and I get it. Like my life isn't necessarily like what people put in their freaking description of who they want to like get with. You know, they're not like, oh, I want a girl who lives in her car with her cat. Like I get it. You know, but I think people are getting more open to the lifestyle and realizing like I'm not like a psychopath like or anything like that. I'm just like a regular. I'm just a regular lady. So thank you all who are here watching so far. As I do these live streams more and more, I'm going to get so much better. But if you are enjoying this, please make sure to hit the like button. That's going to help me out a little bit. And again, if I miss anything in the chat, I will make sure to go back and respond to it. Um, yeah, so let's just keep it moving. Number 8 is do you have assistance creating content? Which the answer to that question is 100% yes. Like somebody said the other day, like, how do you live in your car if somebody's recording you while you're sleeping? And I'm like, how else am I supposed to record myself when I'm sleeping? Either somebody else is going to do it for me, or I have to like set up a tripod or a camera or something. So I'm like, sometimes I think these type of questions might come from people who aren't very aware or familiar with the content creation process. But yeah, definitely you might need a friend's help every now and then. I do most of my content on my own, but every now and then I do need a friend to like, hey, can you help me shoot this scene because it'll look so much better or it'll get the point across so much coming from a different angle. So a perfect example of that is if you guys saw my latest video, it was a day in the life, working from home, whatever. And I was showing how I work on my computer in the car. So imagine me trying to shoot footage of me working on my computer in the car while working on the computer in the car. Like, I'm just going to pause for a second. Just hear me out. Imagine me working on the computer in the car and trying to get a shot of me working on the computer in the car. It's way harder than you think. So, yes, I do have people who assist me, who will help out, do a shot for me if need be. But I don't think that that should take away from the fact that I live in my car. That, if anything, is so that I can create better content for you guys. Um, I could sit up all day and just sit like this and record myself talking about stuff, which I'm probably going to do more of. But when it comes to my vlogs, I really do put time and effort, energy. I even put my own music that I write sometimes into the vlogs. So yeah, to answer that question, long-winded, I do have assistance with my vlogging, but that does not change the fact that I live in my car. So we're down to like the last 2 questions, and then after those, I want to try and sing through the chat, see if anything sticks out. Um, yeah, hopefully you guys got some other questions for me, because I'm telling you, these questions that I'm going over, I see every single day. And I'm the type of creator, like I do go through my comments. So if you think that you're going in there saying quick stuff or being shady, whatever, like I'm deleting you. I am removing it and hiding it from this channel. And if you can hear, I hope you know that. You might be getting away with it now, but I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna get you. Just know that. But anyway, I read my comments because I want to know what my subscribers are talking about. I want to answer any questions if possible. So yeah, I will get to you. So for these last two questions, let's see. Number 9. Where is all of your stuff? Where is all of your stuff? So storage. So this question, the best way for me to answer that is that I am a minimalist. And for those of you who are not familiar with what a minimalist is, it means I carry minimal shit. So I don't have a lot. I don't, like, I can probably count how many, like, okay, I'm going to give you guys just an example because I'm definitely going to do another video about this. I want to show you guys, like, my winter wardrobe and stuff. But, like, I have, like, probably 12 shirts. I have maybe 4 pairs of jeans. I have maybe 7 pairs of leggings. And then, of course, you have like your underclothes and stuff like that, socks and underwears and stuff. I have probably 10 pairs of shoes. And other than that, I really don't have a lot. Like, I have my car. I have my equipment that I use to work and to create content. And I have myself. Like, that's what I have. Now, I have, like, a little bit of jewelry or a little bit of, like, makeup, some hair products, little miscellaneous things. But I do not own shit, and I really love it. Like, I love the fact that everything I own can fit into this one vehicle. Like, if I need to zip right now, just move to another state, I'm out. I don't even want no storage room. I don't need to call the movers. I don't need to get a U-Haul. But I get it, trust me. There's a lot of people who live this lifestyle, and they have, like, a storage unit, and they kind of use it as a closet. And I get that completely because I don't think that you have to be a minimalist to live this lifestyle. I just think it is very, like, um, beneficial. It's beneficial to be a minimalist and live this lifestyle because it can get very stressful trying to stay on track of where all your stuff is when you live out of your car. Unless, like I mentioned, you just have a storage unit and you put everything there, and then you have to, like, go back and forth to it. But I just really didn't want to deal with that. I didn't want anything. I didn't want to carry around anything that didn't make me happy. I didn't want to carry around anything that felt like baggage. I didn't want to carry around anything that I felt like I wasn't going to use. So I promise you, like, when I had my apartment, I had a full closet full of clothes and shoes, just like most girls in America. And I minimized it. It took months, but slowly, just getting rid of things until I got down to a core set of things that I pretty much use on a regular basis. So when it comes to where's all of my stuff fits in this car, and I'm still able to lay down in my bed. So I still have space for my bed, but everything fits in the car. The only thing that I will say is I have like a gazebo for when I go camping that I let my cousin hold on to, because I'm like I'm not gonna drive around with a gazebo all day. It's huge, but I'm not always going camping. So especially since I car camp, it's like I don't really need a gazebo to go tent camping right now because I'm kind of happy to find stuff. Um, yeah, so that's it for that question. I'm a minimalist. That's why I don't have a lot of stuff. That's why this life is kind of more comfortable for me, and also why I'm willing to have the cat in the car because I don't have that much stuff. It does create more space for me to have a pet. If I had a bunch of clothes in here, I probably wouldn't want the cat in the house. Yeah. So, last but not least, what do you eat? Do you cook? And I think I saw this in the chat like briefly when it was flying by so fast I couldn't read it. And you like put glasses on or something. But yeah, I do eat daily. I eat usually probably like 2 meals a day. Um, lately I have been going out kind of every day, or just ordering food, or ordering to go. And I want to do better because when I lived in an apartment, I cooked every day. Like, I was super healthy, cooked healthy all the time. Love cooking. I want to go to like cooking class with other like nomads or like car goers or whatever. But since I moved into the car, it's like it's just not that convenient to cook, especially because of safety reasons and it's getting cold. So if it was like the summer, I would probably be like grilling and stuff like that. But now that it's getting cold, it's like more inconvenient for me to get out of the car and cook because, again, safety wise, I'm not really gonna like pull out my hot plate and my pots and pans and start cooking some salmon right here with the car in the car. Like, I'm gonna get out of the car and do that. So I do plan on doing some cooking. I do have all of the supplies for cooking in my car, which just consists of one cooler bag that has some seasoning. It has an electric kettle so that I can boil water. and I can plug the kettle right into my battery, my Jackery. It also has some like a little small pots and pans, and just like a couple like plates and forks I can use to eat. A couple non-perishable things in there that I keep, like some nutritional yeast. And then in my trunk, I keep my hot plate, which is also electric and can be plugged right into my battery. So I have the capabilities of cooking. I just haven't really gotten around to it yet. But as soon as I do that, I'm definitely going to share it with you guys in a video. I've been lazy. I won't lie. I eat out, or like today, I go to the grocery store and grab something and kind of whip something together that's easy. But yeah, that's my life. Like, I hope that answered most of you guys' questions, because I know. So many people have so many questions. Let me see what's going on in this chat really quick. I'm sure I got some haters, y'all. I'm gonna be surprised. Let me see. I'm just gonna scroll up to it. People flirting. Okay. Someone said, "Am I willingly doing this?" Gotta go back and listen, honey. Michelle M., you said, will I ever go back and forth into my tent again? Michelle, honestly, probably not. I love being in the tent, but truthfully, the tent was more so like from a transition to going into the car. I was still prepping my car out. I was working on my bed area. I was trying to figure out how the cat situation was going to work. I was also painting the car, facing my window covering. So I kind of was like, you know what? Why don't I just stay in the tent? Like, that would be awesome, especially because I'm really into camping and I had a lot of camping supplies. So I was like, I'm just going to use the camping supplies and set it up here and just hang outside. And it kind of worked out really great, but I don't really see myself necessarily moving back into the tent now that I'm in the car. That was a really good question. And I apologize, y'all, if I have bad reception. If it kind of is what it is. Yeah. This was probably a while back, though. See, this chat thing is crazy. It just like goes so fast. Please, please. If you guys want to connect with me on like IG or any of my other platforms, just check out my channel description. Bye. Yeah, I appreciate all the people who reach out to me and want to help me or like offer to help me. I'm always kind about it or give it a like or a heart, but I don't do this because I want somebody to let me move in with them. And plus, I'm not very keen on moving in with a stranger, but I do appreciate all the love and support that people, give to me. That's not easy to come by because you have a lot of people who are just rude. I've had people say horrible things, and it makes me think like, who the fuck raised you? Like, really? Like, some of the things people say, I'm like, what is wrong with you people? But when people, like 80, 90% of people are just nice and sweet and kind, I'm like, yes, there's hope. There's hope for us after all. I'm 28 years old, y'all. And to all the people who constantly say, why don't you just be a trucker? I get it. It sounds like a really convenient thing to do in this lifestyle, but I have no intentions of driving big old trucks around. Like, I just don't think everybody's meant to be a trucker. And I definitely don't think I am. Like, I like fall asleep at the wheel and kill everybody. Why would we do that? Why would we want me to drive a truck? I can barely see. I can barely see y'all right now. Like, I can't drive a truck. Um, so when I first kind of started off getting interested in this lifestyle, I was originally interested in um, living in a van. And I was watching so many videos of people living in a van, and I was like, how did you guys take something that was supposed to be like affordable for people and make it luxurious though? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did you take something this is supposed to help you? This is supposed to be an out, and all of a sudden you got people living in vans that cost more than your house. because their van is nicer than your house, you know. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna use what I got. I'm already paying for the car, so I was like, might as well use this. But I was like, ain't no way I'm about to go spend the amount of money on a van that I would spend on a house. If I'm going to deck me out a van, it's going to be less than I would pay for a house. Definitely. Like, I'd have to flip it or something. Like, I only paid this much, but I sold it or something. I'm like, I just want this lifestyle to be, like, more achievable for everyone. It's not necessarily supposed to be something that's, like, only for certain people can afford it. If you can get a vehicle, if you can get a car, you can live in your car. You don't need anything else. Like, you don't need it to be converted. You just need a blanket maybe when it's cold. You know what I'm saying? But everything else is a plus. Like everything that I have, even these beautiful, cute little lights I just bought, like that's a plus. I don't need these lights. Look at this. Look at that. You don't need it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I just really feel like this lifestyle is not meant to be luxurious, but at the same time, it doesn't mean that I'm gross, dirty, and a bum. I have a job. I work. I pay my taxes just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? See, the chat done jump again, y'all. I'm gonna start from the bottom. Marcus, you say you trying to send money to my Cash App. Again, y'all, if you check my channel description, you can see those things there. But I'm not doing this for you guys to send me money. So you're saying, like, we're trying to help you, you're trying to help you. I'm not doing this for you guys to send me money. So if you want to send me money, you might have to take that extra step to go to the description and look at what my Cash App is. Like, I'm not just going to advertise it in this video. And respectfully, with love, like, I'm not going to advertise that because that's not what it's necessarily about. And you don't understand how much I deal with people coming at me like, you're trying to get people's money. You're trying to trick people. Like, I'm not asking you to give me money. So if you want to give me money, you know where to find it, baby. Sorry, and again, somebody let me know if it's breaking up. See, here's the thing. I need to know if it's messing up because I might have to call my carrier plan or something. Daniel McCabe, you said if you wanted, you drive to warm weather. Well, Daniel, I'm in Georgia, so the only like further south I could get is like Florida, and I don't really want to go to Florida. No offense to anybody in Florida, but I'm cool in Georgia, and I'm also from Ohio, so I'm from the north, so I don't mind cold. Like a lot of people are like, oh my God, how are you gonna deal with the cold? I had a hard time in the summer. I had a worse time in the summer. Y'all worried about a litter box in the winter? Think about a litter box in the summer. Like you can't like there's like I could walk away for 5 minutes, go into the grocery store to buy my cat some food, and come back and it's hot box, y'all. Like I could not survive like that at all. So like I'm actually doing way better off right now in the winter. I'm terrified of what's gonna happen when the summer comes back around. Hopefully by then I'll have a better situation figured out. Alyssa, wait, hold on. Does Alyssa and Kyle go the mile? You said that's how you feel. You already have a car. A van wouldn't add that much to your life to make it worth it. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. Like how much it's gonna cost to like take on another vehicle. Pretty much the only reasonable way to do it would be to get rid of the vehicle I currently have. And I'm like, I've already been paying for this vehicle. I could probably just finish paying off this vehicle and sell it, and then maybe get another vehicle. But it's like I don't really see like some people are like, oh, trade it in or whatever, and I'm like, and then have a what is it called, like an upside down debt or whatever. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like when you trade in something and then it's like you already have debt and then you're adding on top of that debt, like something equity, something. I don't know. I don't want to go back to college, but I see what you're saying too. Fat Cat Tarot, you said you're currently watching me to know how to effectively live in your car. Thank you. That's so sweet. I mean, there's a lot of people out on YouTube right now that you can watch. The thing that I like about living in the car is that there's no right or wrong way to do it. Like, depending on your lifestyle, what you need is what you're going to, like, put into your car. You know? Some people are like, I need a huge bed, I need the whole back seat taken out, I need a bed frame put in, you know? And that just wasn't the case for me. I was like, I'm actually fine with a little, tiny little side seat bed. I'm not going to be in it that much, and as long as I have somewhere for my cat, I'm good. So, yeah, I'm glad that my videos are helping you. And just remember when, you get started to stay focused on the things that matter to you, not everything that you're seeing other people doing in their bills, because it's not one size fits all, not at all. Key tracks. Okay, y'all go follow Key tracks. That's my sis. Go follow her. She cool. She also lives in her car, y'all. And yeah, we're not advertising Cash App. We're not doing that. That's a little bit too much. Jay Williams, you say your fam said that living in your car is for bums. I'm sorry they said that to you. Unfortunately, a lot of people feel that way. But when your bank account is way bigger than theirs, like maybe they'll feel different. Like that's how I really feel. I'm like, I'm a bum, but I be traveling more than half the people I know who got jobs and got a house and driving a nice car, and I don't see them doing much of anything. But I'm the bum. I'll be the bum. I'll be the bum. Mandingo Warrior, I'm from Cleveland. Yeah, I did. I put up my Ohio video. My Ohio video was getting no love, y'all. No love. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, everybody was like, "Oh, I'm from Ohio too." So now I got like all these Ohio friends. Heat Trash, you say you're from New Jersey. Yeah, the Atlanta heat is just something else. It's completely something else. So when people are like, "Oh, go more further south," I'm like, "Nah, I don't want to deal with any more humidity. I'll just deal with what we have. I'll just deal with what I have. Deal with the devil, you know. You know." Let me reposition. I'm trying not to put my hand. Look, boom, it's all in the script. No home training whatsoever. Dang, you said YouTube hates Ohio. Why would they hate Ohio? That's whack. If you're from Ohio and somehow you're in this chat right now, put an orange heart. I'm just interested to know how many people are actually from Ohio. You don't have to be from Cleveland. We can still be friends. B Liquor, I think that's your name. I'm sorry if I said it wrong. I have never been to Colorado. That's on my bucket list actually. I have a lot of friends who've been there. I know during this time of year it's like super freaking cold. So if I did go, I'd probably go like next year or something. But it's definitely on my bucket list. I got me. You said I live in the sewer like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles rent free, stacking up stacks of money for years now. LOL. I run a hotel for women company. I'm living free. Hey, do what you gotta do. I'm not here to judge nobody. Like it blows my mind when people get on my face like, oh my god, it's so disgusting how you're living. I'm like, why do you care how I'm living? You want to go live like a Ninja Turtle? Do you, boo? I will support you from a distance because I don't know if I want to live like a Ninja Turtle, but I do support you. Live your best, happiest life. Okay, I see like two hearts. Wait, three. Daniel, why is your heart green? Okay, so that from Tennessee. Okay, so we got some people from home. Yeah, I was born in Ohio. I went to elementary school in Ohio. I went to middle school in Ohio, and at some point transitioned to Atlanta. Went to high school and college down here. So I think I got a good balance of the two. It's like I don't know. Like, I'm very proud of Cleveland. I feel like that's where I'm from. But like I know so much about Atlanta. I've been in Atlanta. And, like I became an adult in Atlanta basically. So I got love for both. And I'm sorry all my light is weird. We just gonna deal with it. This is my first live stream. I'm trying to see if I can make it to at least an hour with y'all. But it seems like I answered most of the questions that people have. Tyrell, Hod, you said you be in Miami. I will be in Miami soon. Don't tell nobody. It's gonna be fun in Miami. It's gonna be really fun. I've been to Cali. I've been to LA. I had a brother who lives out there. I still have a brother who lives out there. But when I went, I was like 18. So they pretty much like got me high from the dispensary, and I passed. I couldn't do nothing. They just had to bring some food to the house. Like I couldn't even get out of bed. I was like, this is how y'all live over here? Like I would not survive. But I was like 18, so I'm like, I need to go back and kind of like party as an adult. We're gonna see how that turns out. Mr. J Joker, yes, I do love living in my car. I'm not even on flex. Like, since I've been living in my car, I'm way more active. I actually lost some weight, which is like surprising. I've been saving a lot of money. My cat's happier because she gets to go outside way more often. Um, what else? I don't know. I think that's a pretty good amount of options. But yeah, I travel more, so I'm happy living in my car. Love Nia. I park at a close friend's house. They allow me to park in the driveway, and they also look out for me to make sure nobody's messing with my car at night. So that's what I recommend to people. If you don't have that option for whatever reason, there are a ton of other places that car dwellers recommend you stay. But that's my personal opinion. Okay, Aziz, you said you're too beautiful to sleep in your car. Are you supposed to be ugly to sleep in your car? Like, I never understand when people say that. Like, it's kind of insulting to a lot of people to say that, you know? But I feel you. I appreciate it. Trill Spill, White Owls, but also pre-roll cones too. I've been trying to switch from the White Owls to the pre-roll cones, but it's hard, man. It's hard. Every time I go to the gas station, either the Powerade, anything, I'm like, give me a White Owl. Like, my key tracks, my cat, she's just being gluttonous. Like, I literally fed her before the video, so she didn't do this. And she's acting like I don't remember that I fed her already, but okay. I guess she just wants everybody to know she's here. Daniel McCobb, my favorite soda. I don't really drink soda like that, honestly, because I feel like it used to make me like break out or whatever. But when I do drink soda, I'll drink like ginger ale or I'll drink like Tahitian treats or like I think what is like Jamaican fruit punch soda. I don't even know, but it's so good. Like if it's available, it's not always available, but those are my favorite sodas. Ronald Cook, yes, I am single, technically, I guess. Gray Stealth, I would let my cat outside if I wasn't live streaming so that I can monitor her. So since I'm staring at my phone, she's just gonna have to be bored. And it's a girl, not a boy. You could say they if you prefer. If you guys don't like the cat, ooh, I like this lighting. If you guys don't like the cat, you could just kindly leave. Now she's quiet all of a sudden. I think she's feeling all the hate in the chat. Now she's quiet and being nice. Okay, she's back. Office, come here. You want to party? Give you some tips. What do you guys want to call the what ASPCA on me? Because my cat's whining a little bit. You guys never had a child that's whining for their parents' attention while they're baby? Come on. She's like, all right, you can go up there. Go ahead. That's good. That's good. Crocodile. Wow. Crocodile Dundee. I'm a tourist. I'll tell you that. Carissa, you said, what do I do if I have diarrhea? I would just go to the bathroom. I mean, I've been alive for 28 years. I've managed to not shit my pants, so it hasn't been an issue yet. Well, at least for the last probably like 26 years. I don't know what I was doing the first 2 years. I could have been shitting my pants. My favorite color is orange. That's why I like the orange heart. Vibes, you said, am I planning on getting a trailer? Um, Later on down the line, I would like to get some land and maybe do like a tiny home or get me a truck with like a trailer just to the back of it. But that's down the line. Race stealth. Um, I have thought about going to the Caribbean. Like I've always wanted to like go on a cruise or something. I've never been on a cruise. The most I've done is like I've been to like DR. I don't even know if that's considered the Caribbean. So pardon me if I'm like that. But definitely on my bucket list. Jason Crawford, you said since I live and work from, I guess you're saying my car, do I travel? I do travel, but it's more planned. So I travel around my like paid time off. At least right now. I plan on doing some more traveling next year. I'm doing some international travel as well. But I don't really just drive around endlessly. I feel like I already put enough wear and tear on my car, so like when I can just chill and kick back, that's mostly what I do. But when I do travel, like I'm gonna be traveling pretty soon here, but I'm gonna be taking an airplane. So there's like only so many places you can get driving, and I feel like I've been to a lot of places driving. I did a lot of road trips in the past few years, so I'm excited to actually like fly a few places or like take a cruise or something. First, is your father in your life? What type of question is that? You let me know. Is your mama in your life? Did she tell you to talk to people like that? Moving on. I think whoever Fox is has a crush on my cat or something. Now I'm missing his cat. I hate that cat. Stupid ass cat. Silly ass cat. Boy, go and do something. Let's see. Oh, Colin. Oh, you one of those. Little dick problem. What are you gonna do when it starts freezing? So I'm gonna do a video. Who is that? The True American Indian. Thanks for asking. I'm gonna be doing a video here pretty soon where I talk about like my winter setup. Like as you can see, I'm wearing a tank top right now, so it's pretty chill. But like, um, it does get really cold at night, and I do have some like prepping stuff that I do. I'm gonna do a whole video on that because I have had a lot of people ask about that. Like, do I freeze to death every night? And I'm like, no, I'm actually pretty like warm and comfy, cozy. King Cooper, Havoc Chronicles. I have technically been in my car now since like August, September. That's right around the time I started working on my car and was living in a tent for a little bit. But I was living in my car a year ago. I took a break after like 6 months. I got an apartment for 6 months, and now I'm back. living in the car again. So it's been like an on again, off again process, but now I'm kind of like 100% in the car. Thank you, Aries Phoenix. Diamond Gang, hello. I follow someone I know from my hometown journey, and you popped up. You guys give me so much hope to chase after the life I want. I'm here for a new subscriber. I'm a Taurus as well. Hey, I'm glad to hear that, Diamond. More people should embrace this lifestyle. I'm hoping one day to like have get-togethers where we all like party together and stuff. A bunch of people living in cars. Like it doesn't have to be the end of the freaking world because you live in a car. So hopefully I can be a testament to that. Two Sides Global. I do have a passport, however, it did recently expire, so I had to redo it or whatever. But yeah, I've traveled. I've been to, like I mentioned before, Dominican Republic. I've been to Mexico, and oh yeah, I've been to China. How could I forget? Yeah, I've been to China. All right, let me jump to the bottom because I'm about to get up. Ray Self, just so you know, I have like a resting bitch face. So a lot of times it looks like I'm mad or sad or whatever. I just don't give a fuck. That's why the face looks like that, honestly. All respect. I just look like, you know, God made me like this. I smile when I eat really good food and also when I travel to new places. Also when I meet new friends. I love Also I love cracking jokes. Like, oh my god, me and my best friend can sit up all night, take a couple shots, and just crack jokes all night. And just joan each other out or whatever you want to call it. So, I have a huge sense of humor. But yeah, naturally I just look like a bitch. Ray Stealth, you said, am I easy to live with? Probably not. Maybe that's why I live in my car. I just don't use loud night. Veronica Fox, it does get lonely every now and then, but the cool thing is you live out of your car. You can easily hop in the driver's seat and drive and go do something. So when I get lonely, I go hang out with a friend. There's no rules that say if I'm lonely tonight, I have to sleep in the car. Even if it's cold tonight, I could just go get me a room. You know. So I'm like, there's no rules to this lifestyle. But yeah, it can get lonely. But I keep some people around me to keep my head motivated and keep me on track and keep me humble. So bankrolls, check out my description, my channel description. Um, Judah, why would I show you my atmosphere outside? I'm not gonna do that. Why would I disclose my location? Like I'm not even trying to be rude, but sometimes people like say things that I'm like, just leave it at that. I'm gonna answer this last question. I'm gonna pick one because they're still rolling there. If I can't pronounce your name, I'm just not even on the Um, I'll answer this one because I like this question. Conquering Kings broadcast. He said, if I have 1 to 2 acres land in Africa, would you go? Where did I get this acreage from? I think that would be the first question. Where is this acreage coming from? Why would somebody just give me some acreage? Now, if for whatever reason I acquire some acreage through some realistic legal means, yeah, because I'd probably go over there and build some tiny homes over there. Like that sounds pretty cool, but I don't know. I feel like I don't know. We're gonna leave it at that. But I appreciate everybody who came and joined this chat today. please make sure you guys hit the like button if you enjoyed it, of course. I know we got some people who did not enjoy it, but I do really wholeheartedly appreciate everybody who supported me on my journey. I hope that this video is going to help someone who's interested in living this kind of lifestyle or answer some questions that people may have in regards to living this lifestyle. And yeah, stick with me. I'm definitely gonna have a lot more content coming out. I got some fun stuff coming up that I have planned. Feel free to contact or connect with me through my channel description. You guys can find all my contact information there. And yeah, love you guys.